Dark Souls! Back into it again. I kind of lost track of it before. And unfortunately, the reason that this most recent update's taken too long is because I'm an idiot and I deleted all the voiceovers on accident. That Dan and I did together. So the rest of this game is going to be just me doing voiceovers. Not because Dan's a spiteful asshole, but because I just want to get this guy done and it's been going on too long and I want to get these files off my computer. Anyway, so we are going to the Catacombs and to the Pinwheel boss fight, which ends up being incredibly easy. So you might notice from the last video, after the Ornstein and Sma boss fight, I am wearing Ornstein's armor, which, because I killed him second, you can buy from a new merchant. Well, it's a merchant you've seen before, but he's in a new place. He's underneath the bridge when you're walking up to the first area of the game, like where kind of instead of going down into this lower area, if you go up, like to where the dragon area is, the very beginning of the game, then you'll see him under the bridge. Anyway, so tricky part about this area is that when you get into the dark part, all these skeletons revive constantly, unless you kill them one of two ways. One, you can kill. They have a summoner. Every group of skeletons in this area has a summoner, and here's the first one. So the easiest way to do it is just run past all the skeletons, kill the summoner to prevent the skeletons from continuously respawning. They will respawn if you go to a bonfire, just like normal, but the summoner will not respawn. He's a one-time enemy. Or craft a divine weapon. Now, getting through this first area is easiest just to run past all the skeletons and just get to the summoner, but craft a divine weapon anyway. You're going to need it when you fight Gravelord Nito, which is kind of along this path, and you will not, for the sake of simplicity, you will not be leaving this whole wing of the game until much, much later. So craft a divine weapon. Just, look on one of the wikis how to do it. Basically, you have to have a special ember, which if you've been following this guide and exploring, you'll have, and you have to craft any weapon to +10, and then I think take it to Blacksmith Andre, who is the huge blacksmith in Anor Londo, and then you can craft a divine weapon. Oh, so that's the other way to kill the skeletons without having them respawn. And the reason I'm saying that you need this divine weapon for the Gravelord Nito boss fight is because he's going to have a couple skeletons running around with him, and unless you kill the boss, they will keep respawning. So you need it makes the boss fight infinitely more simple if you kill the first couple skeletons with a divine weapon and just focus on the boss. So anyway, the next bonfire is behind a secret wall. You'll kind of see where it is towards the end of the video. I take my time through all these videos, killing every single person that I can, and picking up all the small items and stuff. And so one other thing, the new weapon that I'm using is the Lightning Uchigatana, which there's two ways to get this weapon. One is kill the first merchant in the game, not the one that sells you the Ornstein armor, but the one, the undead merchant that's by the very first not the very first bonfire. That's in the undead burg, kind of towards where that first dragon is. I talked about killing him on accident my first time through, and this lightning Uchigatana is a fantastic weapon. You'll be using it for the rest of the game until the very final boss fight, actually. So, and then upgrade it to +5 as well. The reason this is such a great weapon is because it has a special bleed effect on it. Apparently all the edged swords have a special bleed effect on them, where if you've probably seen this effect on you a few times. It's very similar. It works very similar to how, right there. So I got hit by a weapon with a bleed effect. If that purple bar gets filled, you get a huge damage bonus. Now, unfortunately, you don't get to see how full that bar is on the enemies that you're attacking, but you do get that same, like you'll see it on their health bar when you trigger that thing and get that huge damage bonus. Anyway, so we're walking up to the second, what's it called, little stone pillar thing that you have to pull. And after you do that, you're going to be dropping down and rolling to the second bonfire. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to get to Pinwheel from that second bonfire.